What up, what up, what up?
Yep.
What's going on?
Well, I'm in Miami.
Back to another week.
Back to another week of the Thefoodjawnpodcast. It's your boy Mills.
I'm your man P.
What's going on, brother?
Nothing. Weather's finally looking like it's trying to be consistent now.
Hey, listen, they opening the pool at the crib this weekend.
For real?
Yeah, man, come through.
All right.
Just let me know. I'll get you set up, you feel me?
Yeah, be here, my stomach out.
Yeah, I mean... Give no fucks.
Nope.
That's funny as hell. So, let's get right into it, man. Let's jump into tails. You got something, or you want me to kick it off?
You can kick it off.
I
I'm
got
still
you.
trying to decide between two of them.
I got you. All right, so in my career, just work-wise, any place I work, food or non-food, I have 2 write-ups. So I'm going to say my second one for another tales, but I'm going to get the story of my first write-up. So,
All right.
rest in peace, Chef Don. I remember, I think I told the story about how my old chef told the F&B director, "Pussy, I throw you through a wall."
Yeah.
Okay. So they both get fired. Well, no, Chef Don gets fired. Homie's still there for a couple more days, maybe like a week or so.
Okay.
In the meantime, I was running the kitchen. So, I'm making shit happen. I'm there all day, all night, making sure shit happen. And I forgot something on the order, and then something else happened. So then he was like, "All right, we're gonna split the duties." He's like, "Cause I don't want you to burn out." So I was like, "All right, cool. I still don't fuck with you because you got my man clip, but all right, whatever." So then he goes, "Call the garbage company. Instead of doing it 4 days a week, switch it to 2." And I was like, "I'm not doing that." I said, "I'll cut it back to 3. Listen, you need to cut it back. Like we're bleeding money. I'm not doing that. I don't feel comfortable doing that." So he has the assistant F&B director do it. So she must have told him not to pick it up unless we call them. So we had like the big garbage compactor, like the joint we had at the spot.
Yeah.
But it was connected to like our loading dock. So it was like you go out on loading dock. On your right, it's a room. You walk in a room, you dump your trash. So when I tell you that entire room was filled with trash to the top, all the way up.
Damn.
And then a homie gets fired. So the assistant director, she was like, "Well, I'm the boss now." So she was like ditzy. So she was like, "Can I talk to you?" I was like, "Sure, about what?" She's like, "The trash room." And I was like, "Y'all were responsible for that, not me." "Well, no, this is your kitchen, so I'm going to have to write you up for this." I was like, "What?"
Oh shit.
I was like, "Wait, when homie was here, because he had just got clipped like 2 days before my write up." So I was like, "Homie got clipped. He was taking care of that." So I was like, "So now that y'all both dropped the ball, I'm responsible for that, and now I got to get a write up for that." So she's like, "Yeah, well, it's still a part of the kitchen." I say, "Cool." I write refusal to sign, where's my name, and then I wrote on the back, "I'm petty. This ingrate of a human being was responsible for what I'm being written up for."
Oh shit.
So that was my first write up, man. I didn't even deserve it. The second one I kind of did, but
The write-up still stuck though.
well, yeah. And I left a month later.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Once I start getting petty, and it start getting I start getting the tingling sense.
Right.
Spidey tingle. I'm out. So here you go. What you got?
Well, my tales is actually going to mirror that because as soon as you said write up, it jogged something in my memory.
Okay.
So this takes me back to our spot.
Oh, okay.
And Floss wrote me up big time. And it was the only time in my... Oh, shit. It was the only time in my 10 years of being there that I ever got written up.
Was this before you got suspended?
This is the suspension.
Oh, because we overslept?
Yeah.
You told that, bro.
One here?
Yeah.
I did?
Yeah. You didn't tell us you got rolled up. You told us you got suspended.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, I
all
got
right.
you.
Well, let me switch it up real quick. I don't want to. I don't want to. Rerun Tales.
I got you. I'm
that
for
shit.
it.
That shit hurt though.
I know.
That shit hurt.
I know.
But let me see. All right. This takes me. I'm still at the spot, but I'm in charge now.
Real quick, I'm locked in, bro. I got you. So when we start wondering, that's like cool. All right, I got you. I gotta write the show notes. Remember?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. So I'm in charge now. We upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
So when the new company came in, they unionized.
Mm-hmm.
Hated it. But
where did you hate it because you were in management? Or?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, they were like, man, I'm not doing that.
Well,
where my shop steward?
They never hit me with that.
Well, you cool,
thankfully. But having to have a shop steward present every time, and knowing that they was going to fight it, 9 times out of 10 it was going to get thrown out. It was like going to court.
Yeah.
Like my case had to be ironclad every time.
Mm-hmm.
So it was this one chick. I forget her name, but it don't matter. She had became a nuisance.
Mm-hmm.
And I hated doing this, but it only happened a couple times with maybe like 2 or 3 different individuals. But if I know your write-ups are accumulating and you're almost out the door, I'm gonna try to get you every time. I'm gonna try to get you every time on that.
In the business, we call it headhunting.
So I can get you out of here.
Yes, sir.
And she was up to a suspension. It was for latenesses. She was up. She was stupid shit, right?
Yeah.
She was up to a suspension. She knew she was about to be on her way out. She also knew that I was getting ready to be petty, and I was going to try to get her. So she ended up getting a ride to work every day after that instead of catching the bus.
She fooled your plans, Batman?
So she could be on time. But this is where she messed up. She told me, she said, yo, I just want to let you know that you're being super petty towards me and you're singling me out. And I know what you're doing because you're waiting until you can catch me coming in late so you can try to fire me so I can lose my job. And I said, well, to be perfectly honest with you, if you want to be honest with each other, yeah, you're absolutely right. That's exactly what I'm doing.
I respect it though, but it ain't your fault.
Because you made it this way. And then your attitude towards the entire situation, the I don't care attitude, how nonchalant you are about the job and everything else, somebody else that actually cares, I can put them in this position and we don't got to worry about it.
That's
so,
a fact.
Long story short, she ended up getting fired, but not for that.
Uh-oh.
She almost got into a fight upstairs in the dining room on the 4th floor with a housekeeper.
Do you know why?
She didn't fight though. That's the crazy part. She didn't fight. It was almost a fight. She actually was approached the wrong way. Tried to be professional about it, but then the chick just kept egging her on, and then she got really unprofessional, and it was residents in the dining room when it happened. And she just knew that I had something to do with her getting fired. But once I finally was able to get her on the phone and I explained to her that I actually had her back and like was defending her because I feel like she caught a raw deal.
Yeah.
Her whole situation, her whole attitude and mindset changed.
Yeah.
And I said, you were so gung-ho about me trying to get you out of here that you lost sight of what's really important.
Right.
And we was cool after that, but of course we lost touch over the years, like whatever. But it was just funny that I tried to get her for one thing and then tried to save her for something else, but the thing I tried to save her on ended up getting her clipped.
Yeah. So No, that's kind of crazy. But it always happens that way. And then I always had the speech. Anytime I've ever had to fire anybody, I'm like, I didn't fire you. You did it. You fired yourself. You did this. I didn't tell you to come in late.
Yep.
Unless I told you to come in late, and then it's all forgiven. So that's crazy. Damn, why is always fights in there, bro?
Oh man, listen, that place like a terror dome at one point.
I believe it. All right, so listen. So the topic for this week, I ran across this article, and I just wanted, just to us to, kind of just talk about it. There's only 4 black chefs that have a Michelin stars.
Well, before we get into it, explain to our listeners what it actually means to be a Michelin star chef.
Okay, so a little brief history lesson. I'm pretty sure I got this down. So the Michelin star rating starts from the Michelin tire company. So what they used to do every year was they would have somebody drive around through the entire world promoting the Michelin tires. Hey, we can drive across the United States, Europe. We can just drive. And then while we're driving, we'll give you directions and then we'll tell you places to eat. That book would come out every year. And then they would give different places ratings. But every time they would give somebody a rating or your name was in that book,
you got a Michelin star.
Well, not necessarily a Michelin star. You just blew up.
Got you.
So then it went from just the Michelin book just being a guidebook for anything. Like, hey, if you want to go shopping, go here. You want to eat, go here. It just turned into the Michelin star rating. I believe it goes 1 through 4. I could be wrong, but if you're like a Michelin star rated chef, you're god tier, best restaurants in the world.
Yeah. Okay.
So initially, it definitely did start off as like just a regular. I can't even think of an example, but like a Yelp. There you go. Start off like a Yelp.
I mean, that's usually how they start, though. They usually have very humble beginnings.
Right, for sure.
Like the James Beard Award.
Yeah. So, but real quick, let's just shout out these chefs. So we got a chef, Charlie Mitchell. We have a Gerald Sombright. Apologize if I'm pronouncing you guys' names wrong. Mariah Russell. And then we have Michael Keynes. So first and foremost, shout out to them. They're, it's inspiring. I think I would have went harder had I known there was like these people. And I think for the most part, they got them fairly recent. I would say so.
Yeah. So I would say recent, like within like the last
10 years.
10 years,
yeah, for sure. Like the Mariah, I think she has like this Japanese inspired restaurant in Chicago. Black woman. Matter of fact, Mariah Russell, first black woman to get a Michelin star.
Yeah.
So I think early in my career, if I saw that instead of me just being the first over the hill, not at that level, because I didn't have the discipline and dedication for that. But I think had I saw that, my career would have went different. Now, how can I form this question?
I don't know.
Do you think Philadelphia could breed the next Michelin star restaurant and black Michelin star chef? You think we have that culture for it?
Not right now, no.
Why you say that?
Well, one, we're not going through an identity crisis or anything like that, but with us rebranding the city and trying to compete with New York the way we're doing, I think after we're finished our rebrand per se for the city of Philadelphia and other newer restaurants come in, new cooks and people that have been world traveled, they come in and the city is a true destination spot again, like how it was before.
Oh, before we turned into baby New York?
Yeah. Like, I think once the city is back to being Philadelphia, the way that Philadelphia once was, we can. Right now, I don't think so. Because aside from us, I mean, yeah, the culture's always here, but aside from us, the people that live here, the people that will frequent these restaurants when they open up, just like how over the pandemic, everybody and their mom was at Steak 48. taking pictures on the steps.
I'm so listen, and that used to happen. That used to happen to me at Dell's a lot. Well, at this place I work, because they would just come in there just to take pictures. I'm like, y'all 17, 18, 19. Why y'all in here? Y'all don't even y'all gonna look at this menu and faint.
Exactly.
So
I think when for a lack of a better way of saying it, when we get our shit together as a city and we're back to booming and killing shit how we did in yesteryear,
yeah,
absolutely. I just don't think we're there yet. But we can breed a Michelin star chef.
How long do you think it'll take?
5 years.
5 years? That's it?
Yeah. But that's because you got to take into consideration, we don't know what's going on out here. Like, somebody could be laying the foundation as we speak.
No, for sure, yo. And just to pat myself on the back a little bit, just even seeing the people come up after me that like I knew becoming chefs or like, yo, I'm about to do the culinary thing. It's like, damn, I ain't realized the foundation or the path I was laying. I was just like, this is something I love to do.
Right.
I think, you know what? I'll drop this. When I first got the idea of this culinary thing, right?
Okay.
And I found out what the Michelin star meant. I said, I know how to get one. And then I was going to do this French-inspired Caribbean cuisine.
Ooh. French-inspired Caribbean.
I knew how to pull it off, and I knew exactly what I needed to do. Now, I didn't have the experience or knowledge. I just was like, if this is the criteria, I could pull it off. But with that comes like it's just years and years and years of experience and just working different places and, learning different things. I could do it now, but this game kind of got soured for me a little bit. That's why we got the Thefoodjawnpodcast. But I still love it. So maybe one day I'll revisit it. And, maybe if it's somebody out there that just hears this and they like, damn, Mills got a brilliant idea, let me try it. Or let me have him come in and like put it together for me. Like, I'm paying forward.
So I just looked up what qualifications do you need to be considered a Michelin star chef. And there's 5 criterias that absolutely have to be met on a consistent basis to even be considered for it.
Yeah.
So the 5 qualifications are high quality produce. Chef has to have a mastery of culinary techniques. Of course, the taste of the food, savoir-faire, and
you gotta explain savoir-faire.
I would love to. I don't think I can. I know you can, but this last one is a consistently excellent dining experience. Besides savoir-faire, I think the last one is the most difficult.
So if I'm not mistaken,
and I believe I pronounced that totally wrong.
Oh, this is short. It's savoir-faire. So it's savoir-faire. So how can I explain it? To my understanding, from when I first heard it, it's who are you in that food?
Okay.
Like, if
I got the definition if you want it.
Okay, pull it up.
Okay.
Because these like that specific term and different French terms I heard from a French dude in a French restaurant where I didn't know what the fuck he was saying.
I bet.
So go ahead, give me the definition.
It says the ability to act or speak appropriately in social situations. This is a gracious occasion, so try to behave with a bit of savoir-faire. They use it like savoir-faire. Yeah, they use it in a sense. So I guess if it's a French-inspired restaurant, you need to be able to speak French. If it's an Italian-inspired restaurant and you're that chef and you're given great Italian cuisine, authentic Italian cuisine, then I guess at very least you can speak the language?
No, not necessarily. So, like, it's saying if I got a French restaurant, why am I using Italian techniques in French restaurant? So it's like that's the kind of thing. And I think also, too, like, you putting yourself in the food. Like, so if I just decide to open a Mexican restaurant and I don't know nothing about Mexican cuisine or Mexican culture or heritage, and I just say, hey, we just gonna do fried tacos, you're damn right I'm not getting a Michelin star for that. I'm like, get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
So it's like putting yourself or like whatever it is that you're doing, putting that in the food.
But that makes sense.
So yeah, but I think we'll have one within the next 3 years.
So you said you going 3.
Okay. For a Michelin star restaurant in the city, 3 years. That next chef, 7 to 8.
Okay.
Because they got to go away and come back. Because you got to leave here. You have to.
Well, yeah.
And so, just to see other things, like
you gotta become versed. You gotta
not even versed. It's the environment here. You gotta leave it. You gotta leave it. As far as our culinary. Well, I get
field,
that.
I get that 1,000% because maybe my thinking was off, but when I said Michelin star chef within the next 5 years, I didn't even have a thought that the chef would be from here.
Oh, I got you.
I just figured the chef would be working here.
Oh, and
in the city.
Got you.
Not necessarily from the city.
No, I got you now. So, we're definitely due for one. Like, we're becoming a food city. You starting to notice certain places closing down?
Yeah.
The big boys?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I tell you a couple weeks ago, shit ain't gonna last. Listen, I just went to matter of fact, black owned business. Let me shout them out. I just went to my blue heaven.
Okay.
Got me a little soul food platter.
All right.
Just to support. So like these little things that
I'm glad you brought that up because I was someplace yesterday too.
Or you shout them out.
So yeah, I am. So shout out to the homie Kim. We still got to get her on the show.
Yeah.
But I remember telling you, or maybe I didn't. I think I did. Did I tell you that she is opening up a cafe in Manioc right off of Main Street?
Yeah, you told me months and months.
She had her soft opening to her cafe yesterday.
We gotta pull up. We got a little extra time coming up.
She was open all day. She did, because the way she's doing hers is going to be breakfast and lunch.
Okay.
But she's going to do all of her catering out of there. Makes sense. Yeah. So I pulled up on her yesterday, and the spot looked great. Appetizers and everything. Food was great. Ambiance, everything. And I told her, hey, listen, like, I'm proud of you because she started during the pandemic and never stopped.
And good for her.
Never stopped.
Shout out to Kim, yeah.
And now she is where she is. We still got to get her on the show. I talked to her about it yesterday. She said, hey, listen, like, whenever y'all ready and I'm ready and our schedules link up, we going to do it.
Yeah, we just go right up there and do it from the spot, and then we could say what we eat, because we eating that we eating over there today.
Yeah.
So
I'm talking about like French baker pastries and everything.
Oh, no, for sure. If you're going to do it right.
Yeah. But it was nice though. So shout out the homie.
Damn, yo, yeah, it's a good ass topic. I didn't think we was gonna go in the way we did with that one.
I mean, but I'm glad we spoke on it the way we did, because when you think Michelin star chefs,
you think white, French, white, Italian.
You don't think of us.
Not at all.
at all.
And even then, the girl Mariah Russell, she had to do Japanese to get it. Now I know. You have to look at them pic. She did her due diligence. It is crazy. But
I mean, listen, you got to do what you got to do. Shit.
For sure.
What Jadakiss say? Why Denzel had to be crooked before he took it?
That's true. Damn. Shout out to Jadakiss, man.
Yeah.
This is totally unrelated, but he had a bar. He said, "My stepson just became my real son."
Yeah.
Be rapping. But so yeah, man.
How about we give them 4 chefs a round of applause though for their momentous accomplishment?
Absolutely, man. From the Thefoodjawn podcast to those 4 chefs, shout out to y'all, man. Y'all make this fun. Because we just look and see what y'all doing. We like, damn, we doing it on a high level.
Yeah, and it goes so unnoticed. Mm-hmm. That's the sad part. Like, so unnoticed. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, it was an article written, but is that the only one? Is it the only time that they're referenced in this capacity? Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
Like how many people are really speaking about it versus, like you said, if it was, white French, white Italian, would it be more covered? Would it be covered more?
Yes.
So
yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy, but I mean, yeah, listen, shout out to them though.
Shout out to them. So let's jump into motivational mic drop. So, you know what? Usually you start it off. I'm going to start it off this week. So, this week, something I learned was to not necessarily learn, but I started actually putting a conscious effort into like making this a thing. Set your boundaries and stick by them. Ooh. Set your boundaries and stick by them. Ooh. Don't even step outside of it. If no, first off, no is a complete sentence. Let's just start there.
Okay. All right.
No is done.
Yeah, that's it.
When you set your boundaries, don't waver. Stand on it. So we'll talk about this in the coming weeks, but I had set some boundaries I wasn't finna break, but we'll just leave it right there.
All right.
So yeah, that's what I got. Set your boundaries and don't waver. And no is a complete sentence. What you got?
Well, first, I hate that we think so much alike because mine was almost the exact same thing as yours, what you just said. So now I gotta think of something else on the fly.
Nah, man, just let it go, man.
So
2 different brains, we might word it differently, and I might be like, damn, I didn't even think about it in that way.
All right. So my motivational mic drop would be stop selling yourself at your job. And what I mean by
see? Look at me dap, dog. That's fucking good.
And what I mean by that is perfect example. Mm-hmm. During the pandemic, when they mandated that you either get vaccinated or you was going to lose your job if you didn't get vaccinated. All of the people that got vaccinated because they need their job.
For sure.
And then you have the ones that stood on what they believed in and said, look, y'all going to do what y'all got to do. I'm not putting that in my body. I'm not getting vaccinated. So now you and your job you're playing chicken. Who's going to budge first? And if you just if you was just a sheep that was being led to the slaughter, didn't even think about it, and you just go and I need my job. That's almost like selling your soul for money. Mm-hmm. So if you are that comfortable with giving yourself away for a payday, then what else are you going to be willing to give yourself away for?
There's no real way to know.
Exactly.
And that's not a good sign.
So jobs come and go. Yes, we all need to be employed for sure. We all got to pay bills. We all got to do what we got to do. But don't sell yourself for your job, because at the end of the day, they really don't care.
You just a body.
You're a number on the clipboard or on the spreadsheet. You get bounced on Monday. Your replacement is hired by Friday, and they're being orientated the following Monday.
Especially in this field where we don't gotta necessarily go through the rigmarole of inputting you in systems and doing this and that. It's sometimes, not a lot, but sometimes it's just start tomorrow, pay you under the table.
Yeah,
I just fired somebody.
Yeah, we need you.
We need you right now.
So that's my motivational for this week.
Man, that's what's up, man. Good show, man. Good talk, man. It's a quick drink though.
Yeah, I mean sometimes that's the best though. You don't need to draw it out, especially if you have all the information readily right there available for you. Let me say what I gotta say. No space, no fillers. We're not filling the airtime up just for the sake of filling it up to say we got 55 minutes when all you need is 38.
For sure. Efficient.
Yeah.
But real quick, 2 things. My tales for next week is a doozy.
All right.
And yeah, what I got, my spidey sense is tickling
right now.
Well, you know how when I'm like at a place,
right?
My spidey sense is tingling.
Oh man, is this an off the air conversation, or do you want to save everything for next week?
No, not even next week. I'll touch on it and then we'll do the real talk in the coming weeks.
Okay.
So we're not going to say when this conversation is going to happen, but you guys know when it's like when I start alluding to things.
Right.
It's a doozy. So if you would like to be a part of the show, email us at thefoodjawnpodcast@gmail.com. thefoodjawnpodcast@gmail.com. Also, please do us a big favor. The Bear's coming out on June 22nd.
Yes, it is.
Hit FX up. Please put them on to us. We got to get in tune. We got to get Jeremy out. We got to interview him. We got to be a part of the Bear. What better way than the Food Jawn Podcast / the Bear, for Voltron, man. So reach out to them, at them. We know this podcast y'all should listen to. At the actors and actresses, at FX. Do whatever you can. That'll be a big help to us.
Humongous help. That right there, that's life-changing shit right there.
What are you telling?
That's what it is. That's look forward, we're never looking back type shit.
Absolutely. And let me tell you something, bro. You know what car I want. That's my first purchase. And I'm probably still going to live in the same spot. But that check come, you know where I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm going to get my Shelby.
Well, you already know what I want.
Something obnoxious.
You don't think a Shelby is obnoxious?
No.
It's not obnoxious at all.
I don't think so.
And
stock. I'm not putting no crazy muffler or anything on there.
No. That kind of car, you leave it the fuck alone.
Yeah.
Because it's a classic in itself.
For sure.
But what I want, you can do a bunch of crazy stuff to it, but sometimes simplicity is key.
For sure. So
and I'm not over the top.
Okay, so you acknowledge it. We'll let the people decide. What is this car? What is the car? We'll let the people decide.
A Hellcat Durango.
Okay, so we're gonna take a Hellcat Durango, fucking bus, hell on wheels in bus form, and my Shelby Mustang.
Crazy part about it,
67.
It's not, but it is. That John stock, the way it is almost just as loud as a Hellcat Durango, because the Mustang has a growl, the Durango has a whine, so the noise is different.
Okay, we'll let the people decide. But we from Philly, right? Dirt bikes and Hellcats all summer long, and when things happen with what we about to do with FX and the Bear, it's gonna be dirt bikes and P in that goddamn Hellcat.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, why not? Listen, I'm a be so over the top. It's just gonna be running. I'm just gonna be sitting in it, not going nowhere. Just in
You
front of the
bought it.
house.
Listen, let me tell you something. That first off, two things. When we get our cars, I'm be like, yo, we did it. I'm putting a life insurance policy on you, bro. If you get that fucking car.
Well, first off, I'm gonna have a life insurance policy on myself as well.
Okay, we're on the same page.
But
all right.
Again, we had this conversation. If I can get it, I'm going to get it, but I don't need it. You know what? I'm okay with a Dodge Durango 392 Hemi John, the same one that I had when I was in Orlando.
Yeah, I remember.
I don't need a Hellcat.
No, bro, you gotta listen.
I don't even need the. I'm having a brain fart. So you got the 392 Hemi.
Mm-hmm.
What's the one above that?
I couldn't do it
because the Hellcat Durango is a top tier drone, but it's another one in between. Oh, the SRT.
SRT. Oh,
so you got the
SRT is sexy, bro.
You got the 392 Hemi. You got the SRT, and then you got the Hellcat. I'm perfectly fine with the Hemi or the SRT. I don't need a Hellcat.
Listen. When we made it, we got to get ourselves a gift. That's all that is. You don't need it. Do I need a Shelby Mustang? No, I'm cool with what I got now. But that's just gonna be my gift to myself. That's it. That's all, And then we'll worry about other stuff later.
All right.
So, guys, thank you for tuning in. It's your boy Mills.
Slightly took a left turn there real quick.
It's cool. It's cool. We're putting all this goodness out in the universe.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
There you go. So it's your boy Mills here with P.
Yep. We see y'all next week. Y'all be safe. As always, have a safe week. Have a fulfilled week. Stay motivated. Stay on point. And again, like I said before, everything that you are working so hard for is within reach. So when you feel like giving up, please don't. Because it doesn't make any sense for you to do all that work just to let somebody else reap the benefit.
That's a bar. Love, peace, and chicken grease.